doesn't matter. Actually, none of this matters. We are all gonna die.
Time for straight treatment, formerly known as the YIU game train. It's just for the dogs, congratulations. Every week we hit our contractual obligations. Let's go behind the paywall and talk that shit. We used to play porn till our YouTube got hit, but we still get crazy, pull a seat up. Living dangerous like shorts, trying to put the heat up. We talk pussy, silly inside radio. Downstairs boy, upstairs radio. Cowardly Judy's no stick is shrinking. Twisted teas and margaritas we're drinking. It doesn't matter, we say whatever we think of. Shorts is obsessed with a lady named Minka. So what's next? It's hard to know, but let's get into it, cause it's time to start the show. We get sized.
It's the month of Junkies. It only comes once a year, guys. The greatest sports talk radio show in the history of radio. Jason, Lurch, Papa, Bishop joins IDM. What up, everybody? Welcome, Jason.
Cheers to you boys. How are you?
Cheers,
Shorts,
buddy,
Othello.
cheers.
Good to see you, man.
What you sipping on?
Yeah.
Sorry I was a little late. I apologize.
Don't worry
When
about
I do early dinners, I usually do early dinners at like 5:15, 5:30, but did one today at almost 5. I mean, we weren't the only ones in the restaurant having dinner at 4:50. There were a lot of people in there, so
Nice.
a lot of old people having dinner at 4:50.
Yeah. Where'd you guys go?
We just went to our little sushi spot, Passion Fin, which is right up the street. Great sushi.
Hell yeah.
Good wine. Yeah,
You and
that's our
the
Thursday
wife?
spot. Yeah, me and Teresa. Yeah.
Cool, yeah.
The only tilting thing about Passion Fin to me is that if you don't go for like 2 months, they start sending you text messages like nonstop. Like they're thirsty as fuck.
They want to get
yeah?
you there.
Yeah, you ever get those? I'm so stupid. I like give them my phone number.
No, I never get them because I'm always there. I'm there once a week, so they never send those to me.
Dude,
I spend
Short,
a lot of money there.
Oh yeah, I mean sushi's butt expensive, but it's worth it. You get what you pay for. Shorts, do you know that sometimes when I get asked to like fill some information out and I don't want to give them my shit, like a porn subscription or Passion Fin, I'll put your phone number and your name.
I do. You fucking asshole, you motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's one of the only phone numbers I know by heart.
This is bangdudes.com. Would you like to renew your subscription? That's why I'm getting those texts. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Just leave it up to you boys. You guys are always fucking around with something.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Jason, I wanted to ask you, do you mind if I call you Jason first off?
I would love for you to call me Jason.
I
hate when I'm out. I hate when I'm out around town and go. Like today, I was out playing golf, and the cart boy, when I was pulling up, said, "Oh my gosh, are you Lurch?"
Oh.
And I said, "I'm Jason. Yeah, how you doing?" And I hate that. I say, "Yeah, but I'm just call me Jason." I mean, I hate Lurch. I hate that name.
You've hated it for so fucking long.
Yeah.
And I love like your constant like identity crisis too, with like your names. Like you've gone through so many evolutions where you're like you're Jason now, not Lurch. You're Bish Bucks or Bish.
Larry.
And when you were like in elementary school, you were Larry. You know, you asked like the teachers to call you Larry.
Right.
It's just
I
so
can't
funny
believe you remember that. That's unbelievable. You remember that when I was in elementary school that I used to ask to be called Larry? You remember that?
Yeah.
What
We talked about it.
happened is the second he heard that story, he put your name in his phone as Larry Bishop. So it's like a staple that he'll never forget. Just because
that is hysterical. I forgot about that.
Well, now you've got a new number, so now it's Larry Bishop New.
Right? I got a new cell. You're right.
But
Jay, do you know that Shorts has his family call him Shorts? Like his nephew and nieces call him Uncle Shorts. But
I didn't ask for that. You make it seem like I'm an egomaniac. I didn't ask for that. When I had 2 nieces, when they were both born like a few years apart, my sister was just like, "Oh, this is Uncle Shortsy."
Uncle Shortsy. That's what I'm going to call you now. I'm not going to call you Chris. Call you Uncle Shortsy.
when I texted you to book you on the show, I had to make it awkward, and I just want to address it because I feel like it'd be too weird if I didn't. But I hit you at the tail end after most of the details were confirmed, and I was like, by the way, I just wanted to ask you, is it cool if we record this at your house in person?
Right. That was funny. Well, my wife, I would have said yes, but my wife has family in town, so they're sleeping downstairs, and that's probably where we would have done the show. So, yeah, that wouldn't have worked too well. I'm sorry.
Well, see, that's what you said, but we theorized on the podcast afterwards because we were talking about it last week, and I was like, that is 100% a made up excuse, and it's a good one.
No,
it's a damn good one. Well, I said it's a damn good one because I can't call you on it because I can't be like, all right, so who's your family? Is it your uncle? Is it your niece? Your nephew? What was it?
No, it's her cousins from Florida. But if you would have come over here, we would have had the same audio issues as we're having, or we did have, because we would have been downstairs, the three of us, and the router is right here, so it's a stronger signal. So unless we did it right here in the office, it would have sounded like shit. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, I'm mostly just obsessed with making the junk zone comfortable because it makes me smile a little bit on the inside. That's all.
Yeah, you do. Uncle
Shortsy.
Shortsy.
But next year, you, Othello, and Uncle Shortsy are all doing it at Bish's house. If you're still,
why can't we go to your house?
You can. You can totally do it.
Would you do that?
Yeah, I would have done that.
Oh hell yeah!
Fuck, God, fucking damn it. Yeah,
it's not. Right. For me, it's not that we want to force you guys into uncomfortable situations. We just kind of want to come up with some new shit for the month of Junkies. That's all.
The month of Junkie. What are the other junkies doing? Any of the other shows, or is it just me?
Oh yeah, all of them are booked for the month of Junkies.
Oh,
yeah,
they are.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually hard to book all you guys because
are you doing the show from their houses?
No. EB told me to basically go fuck myself. No, I mean, I can't. I want to get one because it would be awesome to take. I know you don't give a fuck about this podcast, obviously, but you got your own life, and I respect that. But it'd be so fucking sick to take IDM to the next level. It doesn't have to be at your house. It could be here, but it would be so cool to do it with one of the junks in person. It would be so much better because it's so hard to do shows on the internet because you're relying on people's internet and individual connections. Yeah. It's just but it'd be so fucking sick. So that's what I want to aim for next year for sure.
What about doing a show from a restaurant or a bar?
That would be doable, but it would take a lot of
all the outside noises would probably affect it too. How far away do you guys live from each other?
What's it, 15 minutes?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, he's in Reston. I'm in Ashburn. So
we've started to do the shows together in the same room because it just feels better and it sounds better. But I'm out of Virginia Beach right now, so that's why we're not in the same room.
Oh, you on vacay?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, little vacay,
living it up.
Baba. All right. Well, next time we do it, I'll come to your house next time. That's not a big
size, butt size.
As long as you do it when I want to do it. Not
when
you want
for sure. Dude, I will bend over backwards for you. I mean, we don't ever record shows on Thursdays, by the way. We don't ever do them at 6 o'clock.
When I don't even know when you do them.
Too late.
Tuesdays at 9:30 and Fridays at 9:30.
Oh my gosh, that's a nightmare.
That's
of course for you. Yeah, your schedule is crazy. You wake up at 3 a.m.
Yeah. So, all right, next time we do it, I promise I'll come over to your house. We'll go to Passion Fin for a cocktail, and then we'll go to your house and start recording it.
Hell yeah.
That's
Yo,
awesome.
Shorts, did Cakes tell you to F yourself?
No, I was so shook. I was so shook after Jason and Eric that I haven't asked either Cakes or JP, but that's more of a thing in my own head because I don't know, Jason, remember when you guys used to do appearances once a month or whatever, and it'd be or if it was all four of you or two or three of you, all the mic work and talking to the crowd and shit like that would be tossed to Cakes and to JP. I feel like that would be me doing that to them, and I don't
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to whore them like that. Like Jason and EB.
That's what they're good at.
No. Yeah. But anyways,
but the last thing you want to do is drive. The last thing you want to do is drive to Maryland.
Yeah,
to one of their houses to record. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Bro, the Beltway is a nightmare. That would fucking suck. All right, well, you do what you got to do, but I would never do that.
I mean, but you're talking about the difference between 1,000 views on a video and 1,300 views on a video.
I guess that's funny.
All right, Othello. What's your lead topic for
you boys?
Dude, I told you wrote something about like whenever you get ready to text Jason, like some big timer idea pops in your mind, like about what he does with celebrity phone numbers.
Oh yeah. Well, that's kind of what I would. That's why I was like, this is not a big deal, but that's what I was thinking when I was texting you about, can I come to your house? Like, I know on the surface, it seems like kind of like a nuts request, but I was thinking like when you would text celebrities and get like celebrities' phone numbers, I was like, he would just say, fuck it. And just go, what's the worst they can say? Like, no. So that was just my thinking going into it is all.
Yeah.
Like,
well, when you say celebrities, who do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, like, wouldn't you get like random celebs' phone numbers, like, and through the years with the junkies, like doing the show and shit like that, and you would just be like, always, like, random example that popped in my brain, Mike Rizzo. Like, he's not a celebrity, but he is the general manager of the Nationals.
Right.
Yeah.
How did I get his number? Well, I just knew we had a vibe. I mean, I knew he liked us, and we talk baseball every week. That wasn't very hard to do. I don't consider him a celebrity. You know what I mean?
Okay, but I mean,
now
like,
we're boys. We're like this. We're boys.
But don't you kind of like historically like try to like at least see how far you can push these relationships when you're texting people? Like, you've got a crazy Rolodex. I know you're not thinking of any specific names at the moment, but like you've got like definitely big names in your phone.
Well, I mean, I got Ryan Zimmerman, I got Alan May, I've got college hoops coaches, but I don't consider them celebrities. They're kind of like my buddies. So, but yeah, you're right. I don't care. I'll just text them. If they don't text me back, all right, whatever. But usually they text me back. They're cool. Zimmerman's really cool.
Yeah.
Short, who's the silliest number you have in your phone?
Jason Bishop.
Going over.
Yeah, I don't think I have any big sillies in my phone number. I've got a couple like random people that I would never text. Like, I have their number for like random reasons, and I would never text them. What about you?
Somebody asked me this the other day, and I realized that I have silly numbers, but they're all DC sports centric, Right. So it's like fucking Brandon Banks, you know what I mean? Or fucking you know what I mean? Just like, but I do have Big Boy from Outkast, his phone number.
That's pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
Jason, did you know that Othello once, he was living in LA after he left the radio station. So this is like 2012, 13-ish. He was working at like an Italian restaurant in Beverly Hills, and he was waiting on Fred Durst, who's the lead singer of Limp Bizkit.
Yep.
And he asked him or something like that, like, can I give you my rap demo? And then Fred Durst said, I might be fucking up the story, but he said, yeah, shoot it my way. And Othello literally never gave it to him.
Because?
Dude, I didn't have a rap demo. I was bullshitting.
Oh, you were making it up.
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to see what he would say.
Okay. You didn't expect him to say that, did you?
Well, what happened was I served him at the restaurant. He was cool. But like when you've been to LA, like when you see celebrities, you're not supposed to like bother them because it's their natural habitat or some bullshit like that. So like,
right.
Especially if you're working at a restaurant. So like I let him leave. I didn't say shit. And then I'd send him a tweet like later that day. I was like, hey, good to meet you. Hope you enjoyed the blah, blah, blah. Wanted to give you a copy of my rap demo, but I didn't want to bug you. Maybe next time. And then he sent tweet back. He was like, dude, hook it up. And I just pretended I didn't see it. And just,
you should have put one together.
I know, dude. I know. What if many life regrets?
Right. And
Can you imagine being that close to like potential superstardom? At least an opportunity. That's all anybody wants. Like a chance. And he's got it right in the palm of his hands. He just let it slip.
Hey, who else did you see at that restaurant? You probably saw tons of people.
Oh yeah, tons of sillies. Saw who else? Magic Johnson, Adam Sandler's wife and their kids, Ridley Scott.
Right. Who was the best tipper?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or who was a bad tipper?
Fucking Adam Sandler's wife, dude. She had like $250 and she tipped me like 5 bones on it.
Oh
yeah,
she's the worst. She's a terrible person.
I know. But it was cool. I don't know. It was a cool experience, whatever.
So that was what, 10 years ago, 15 years ago?
Yeah, like 2012, around there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But dude, you know, they say like you only get fucking Eminem, you only get one shot. That's really not true. Like people throughout their lives get a couple different shots at silliness if they're trying to do it. And you kind of got to strike while you get the opportunity. But obviously I've whiffed every single opportunity I've got. but JC, you know, I mean, what do you think? Do you think that's true?
No.
Just take a shot.
I'm saying like people try and fail so many different times.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you only live once. I guess that's the way I'd feel.
Yeah.
But I'm not a risk taker, so I'm a bad person to ask about shit like that. But I try and tell that to my daughters. So my daughter, my younger daughter is working down at the U.S. Open because she's got an internship with the USGA, and so and I said, hey, I got some connections for you to meet some executives of some of the golf companies. So Peter Millar, Titleist, FootJoy, G4, Holderness and Bourne, all these great companies that either make clothes or equipment. And she wants to get into that when she graduates. And I said, just go up to them and introduce yourself. Say, hey, my name's Ava Bishop. I go to Virginia Tech. I'm an intern, USGA. Just wanted to say hi. But she won't do it. I mean, because she's too afraid of the awkwardness, I guess, maybe, because she's not used to doing that. And there's also golfers that she can meet. I'm trying to hook her up with Ricky Fowler. And I don't know if she's going to want to meet Ricky Fowler. She might be too intimidated, but I think she should do it and just say, hey, Ricky, I'm a big fan, just bullshit, even though she doesn't care really about golf. But so I guess it kind of depends on what era you're in, when you were born, if you're male, female, I don't know. I'd be, if I was growing up right now, I'd be like all in. I would try and meet everybody I could, establish every relationship I could. And if it doesn't work, fuck it.
It's almost kind of like talking to chicks a little bit. Like, like everybody kind of has this, or at least, well, I do. But when you realize, like, when you're, I don't know, like 18, 19, you're so terrified of like talking to girls. And then by the time you're like 25 and you get into like 30, you realize like if you had just had the balls just to say hello and maybe compliment them, like you'd be amazed at how far you could have gotten, or like how many more girls you could have like talked to or something like that, Yeah.
You got to be, a lot of it's self-confidence, but and some people have it, some people don't.
True.
But I try and tell my daughters, look, just the worst they can say is no. Shortsy, Uncle Shortsy, the worst they can say is no. Right? The worst they can say is no. I don't want you to do the show from my basement this week. So
yeah, go ahead. Send that text to Cakes and JP. Yeah, I mean, I think that the reason that I was so, for me at least, the reason I was so scared to holler at chicks like in my early 20s, probably, or in my late teens, really, is because I specifically remember in middle school and like early high school, the fucking awkward interactions I had where I tried to be like, hey, you want to study together or something? And then just, I've gotten rejected plenty of times, and that fucking it takes a while to get used to that rejection, you know. But with what your daughter's talking about, I mean, I don't know. Some people just like reach a point in their life where they're like, I feel like Shorts has always been like this, at least since I've known him. He's always been like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. It took me a while to get there, but some people are just like kind of born with that.
Yeah, I believe Shortsy's born with that.
Sized. But sized. Speaking of which,
I mean, wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm like super confident, but I definitely have that fuck it gene in me. Whatever it is, where it takes like a certain like hair trigger to like push you over the edge, and you go, all right, I can either do it or not. Fuck it, let's just do it. I think I definitely have an element of that for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think that anything really intimidates you in terms of meeting somebody. That's just my impression. I mean, it's not like we know each other great, but I've known you for, I don't know, 15 years. Yeah. That's the impression I get.
I get sized to hear that.
Shorts, do we have any other would you rathers?
Yeah, there was one other one. Pad for a second while I
give me that.
I mean, I know the Freaky Friday one, but that one might be too much.
All right, first off, here's an easy one. Would you rather a BBL or fake busties?
Fake busties.
Yeah.
So are you with me on that?
Oh, for sure. Because like, there's nothing sillier than like seeing a big, a big set right there in front of you. Yeah. And honestly, like most of the work is done from the front anyways. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
That's
I'm not. And some of these. Trying to make sure my wife knows. Some of these ass lifts are just awful. I mean, like the Kardashians, they look terrible.
Yeah,
don't you think?
Yeah, it's like an orange on a toothpick.
Yeah, it's terrible. So that's an easy answer for me.
Shorts, can you pull up that video I sent you of the girl who was getting body shamed in Disneyland?
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of BBLs, yeah, I mean, this is what I think. Have you seen this video?
No, I've not.
This girl went viral.
Do we need volume on it or no? Not really.
Maybe,
is that real? Hold on. Is that real? That looks enhanced almost.
All right. So in the video, she's saying, "Don't body shame me. This is what God gave me. I went to Disneyland and I had an awful time because everybody kept gawking me." Can you play it, Shorts? Will it?
Yeah. Hang on. Let me get the volume on there.
I don't even believe that's physically possible.
By all the people that were making it's time to stop body shaming other people. I was at Disneyland today. I wanted to have fun with my siblings, but our day was ruined by all the people that were making fun of the size of my body. And the worst part is that they teach their kids to do the same. They kept taking photos of me. They gave me bad looks all the time, or just kept laughing at me. I know you may think that I am exaggerating, and that is my fault for being a big girl, but this is literally what God gave me, and I have to embrace every single part of me. Even if you have a condition or you look different, you shouldn't get bullied for the way you look. I would never talk negatively about someone else's appearance. Respect is key. This should be a safe place where everyone feels comfortable, and I wasn't doing anything, just existed. At the end of the day, I just wanted to have fun like everyone else. If you don't like something, stop hating and keep it for yourself. It's time.
All right. Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know that she's claiming that that's real. Like, is that like an
I don't even believe
bit?
I don't even believe that. Honestly.
I don't either.
I think that's just to get views. I mean, she's got pillows in her pants.
Yeah.
So I don't. All right, there's no way someone could be that big just in that spot and then be that tight in the waist and the stomach.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Sure,
that's fake. That's just fake.
Yeah, she's got a landfill ass.
Shorts, I'll be honest, dude.
Right, but landfill doesn't have a tight waist or stomach, right? I mean, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
Who would you rather, this girl or landfill?
Oh, I think that's pretty easy.
All right. Othello, go ahead.
Sure. I'll be honest with you. I didn't tell you this when I first sent you the link, but
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna go get another drink. Hold on.
all right, yeah.
All right,
I
go
did a little recognizance. I fucking looked into this woman
ahead.
to see what she was really all about.
Yeah.
You think she has an OnlyFans? She has an OnlyFans.
No way.
A very popular OnlyFans.
So she's using this as like a fake me out to like clickbait to like lure people into her OnlyFans.
I'm just trying to lie to people so they check out my OnlyFans and give me sympathy subscriptions.
Oh my, that's actually not a bad idea. Like, think about that girl that whose OnlyFans blew up like a couple weeks ago.
Which one?
When they did that what was that, like that big video board in New York City? You know what I'm talking about?
The one that flashed the Dublin portal.
Yes, the Dublin portal.
Yeah.
The chick that flashed the Dublin portal and
Real quick. While he's gone, do we do the Freaky Friday? Would you rather?
yeah, but you got to leave that one because I don't remember it.
Dude, I gotta say it.
You have to.
Oh.
You have to. I did the
All right.
first one. Come on.
All right. Fine.
Can you still hear us?
I mean,
you got
so
to
disgusting. It's so.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Wait. All right. Go ahead. You do it.
I don't want to put him in that situation. If it's
The worst he can say is no. What's up, Jason?
Sorry.
Welcome back.
Refill.
Othello's got a question he wants to ask you.